peoples, Bubba Ace here, and welcome back to Ninja Warrior Roblox Tournament 16. Last time we saw 25 more competitors take on stage 1, and 5 of them managed to beat it. But we still have 28 competitors left to go, and today we'll see 25 more take on the first stage. How many of them will beat the first stage to join the 8 competitors who already did? We'll find out today in today's episode. Kicking off today's episode is 27,300 Man, a veteran who is making his second appearance on the course. He last appeared in Tournament 14, where of course he made his debut and cleared the first stage. Yeah, you see that a lot. Now newcomers end up clearing on the very first tournament, and they either continue off that success or prove that it was just a fluke. Well, anyway, we'll see if this veteran here is one of those. Anyway, he's doing fine on the course so far. Making great work of the panel flips. Hasn't really caused a whole lot of problems, despite being arguably more difficult than the obstacle it replaced in last tournament, the bungee bridge. But then again, that's my opinion. A lot of people might have a different say, but what can you do? Quickly past the jumping spider. It's great to see that, because you want to make sure you have plenty of time to take on the remaining obstacles, specifically the last one, as you gotta prepare your jumps for that one. Pushes the tank and pretty much immediately follows it onto the track. Good thing he didn't overshoot it or undershoot it, or else that could have been tragic. And make quick work of the ward wall. Now he's on to the Pillars of Doom. This has caused trouble for many competitors this tournament. Will he be another victim? No, he won't. He's at the Vine Climb, climbs it fast, and 27,300 Man is going to be another one of those competitors who clears it for their second appearance. I don't know. I don't care. I'm tired. He clears. I don't care. Moving on. Next up is Macy Mobro, the brother of Aussie Bro, who is making his 9th appearance on the course. And like 27,300 Man, he made his last appearance in Tournament 14. He failed the 3rd obstacle of that tournament, at the time was a zigzag ledge walk. Now he's onto the rolling boulder now. This has caused him trouble in the past, and it does so yet again. I believe that's the 3rd time he's failed the rolling boulder. Too bad for him. Alright, now we're on to 2005 Cheeseburger. Regular making his 2nd appearance, and he made his debut in the last tournament, where he failed the rolling boulder. We saw Macy fail it. Will he get his revenge on it, or will he fail for a 2nd time? He's not going to fail the first obstacle, he beat it. Alright, this is where he failed last tournament. Can he beat it this time? Ooh, almost overshot the landing there, but he's got it. And he's makes great work of the speed rocket. Panel flips now. Causes no problems for him. Now for the jumping spider. It's mostly the walk session that's caused problems. Not many people have failed getting onto it. And he does not. Alright. Now he's got to climb up and make his way across. Taking his time with each jump. That's good. He doesn't want to slip him any. And he makes great rid of the jumping spider. Now for the tackle tank. Yeah, this is tackle tank, not balance tank. Anyway. Onto the track, jumps onto it, and he successfully beats it. Now he takes on the warped wall. Has not really caused any problems for many competitors this tournament. It's certainly not for him. Pillars of Doom now. Bunny hopping each pillar, making sure, or at least, while he's on it, because he doesn't want to fall into the hole, and he undershoots the jump to the 5th one. And 2005 Cheeseburger, we all know as Brandon, is out on the Pillars of Doom. Let's take another look at the roll. First, let's take a look at how he did on the previous obstacle. He took his time on the shish kebab jumps. Got that through nicely. Then on the Pillars of Doom, yeah, he was safely jumping through each one. Make sure he didn't fall in the hole or slip off. But on the jump to the 5th one, he just didn't get a good enough running jump and well undershot it. And he is out on the Pillars of Doom. That's some bad luck for him. Hopefully, he did good this tournament, but just wasn't meant to be this time. Not meant to clear. You know what I mean. And we're now on to newcomer Bro 909. Oh, almost undershot the jump onto the first shish kebabs, but he's through it nicely. And shish kebabs, sort of been a killer, but not that big a killer, at least not compared to many of the other obstacles. But then again, we've mainly saw the early competitors go out on it, so you've kind of been seeing the people who don't do so good on it. And I don't know. I cannot talk today. I'm just did not want to get this episode done, in all honesty, because honestly, I don't really enjoy editing this series anymore, so I only ended up doing this by popular demand. If it weren't for that, I probably would have just, left this on life support. But enough about that, that's not important. He slips off the down section of the jumping spider. He was doing so good, but when it came to the down section, he just didn't, prepare his drops. I'm gonna stop myself there, because it would have come out more weird than it needed to be. It didn't even come out weird at all, but whatever. The point is, Robro fell on the jumping spider on the way down. Now we're on to Triple F15, formerly known as Sensei Lloyd, making his 4th appearance. I say 4th appearance because he made his official debut in Tournament 12, where at the time he was known as the Santos 15. He actually first competed in Tournament 11 with his alt account, Dakota07, and he competed again in Tournament 13. But now he's sticking with this account only. And of course, again, he got a name change. It's one of those, he's going to keep on changing his name either every tournament or every other tournament. But anyway, last time he failed the rolling bowler, but not this time, he's well past it. He's already on to the end of the jumping spider. While I was talking about him and, his name changes and, technical tournament appearances, he's already on up to the ward wall. Actually, he's got less than 40 seconds left. He's got plenty of time to clear, but, he's wanting to make sure he's got plenty of time to take on these Pillars of Doom, because these have been, this caused so many, this has caused so much trouble, this tournament. He's lagging a little bit, but doesn't seem to be hurting him. Last shot now, and he does it! Almost undershoots it, but he makes it! He's onto the vine, now he's got to climb up. He should have plenty of time to do this. Granny doesn't slip. Oh, he makes one slip, but he doesn't fall off. He's still on the vine. Climbing up. Klaxon sounds, come on. And he's done it! And he is going to clear the first stage for the first time in his career, and he does it with under 5 seconds left. Alright, this competitor who hasn't been doing so well in previous tournaments finally gets a break and clears for the first time in his career. Yep, he was lagging throughout most of his run, actually, now that I actually look back at it. Yeah, almost every single one he was suffering a bit of lag spike, but none of them were really enough to take him down. He pretty much gave all his lag spike the big middle finger, saying, "You're not going to stop me from clearing stage 1," and he fought through, and he clears the first stage for the first time in his career with 4.31 seconds left, and he definitely deserves to move on to the second stage, despite all that lag. Well done to you. You deserve this. But he wasn't the only one to get a break. Next up was the CoffeeAddict, who, after last appearing in Tournament 4 and missing on the last tournament, returns again, and he manages to beat this first stage as well, with just over 21 seconds left. So that's 2 first stage clears in a row by 2 regulars. And now we're moving on to the first All-Star / Grand Champion of this course, Kyle Ninja 3970. He is one of 2 competitors who's competed in every tournament. The other one being the 2-time Grand Champion, who, we'll get to that when the time comes, but right now we're moving on to Kyle. He's more important at the moment. He failed on the 3rd obstacle in the last tournament, and he's failed the boulder! This obstacle has caused him trouble in the past, and it does so again, I believe, for the 2nd time. He hasn't been stay since Tournament 7. He hasn't even got to the halfway point in Stage 1 since then. And it's gonna continue. He fails to at least get back to the halfway point. Feel bad for Kyle. He just cannot catch a break in this course. Anyway, now we're on to another newcomer, TransformeredDerick. I mean, he did well in the qualifier, so that's why he's got a pretty high number. Anyway, he's on to the panel flips. Caused no trouble. He has a bit of a lag spike in the air, but, well, that time it did. Couldn't really get up onto the jumping spider. That's unfortunate. But, this stuff happens, and what can you do? Probably could have taken his time, but he didn't. Anyway, now we're on to Lugia12358, who is making his 9th appearance as well. He last appeared in Tournament 14. That's starting to become a thing a lot. Like, we see competitors who missed out on the last tournament only to return this tournament. Or at least that's more common in this episode. I mean, as I know I've seen in the previous episode, we've seen competitors who last appeared in Tournament 14, and for some reason they missed out on the last tournament, but returned this tournament. Kind of strange. Anyway, he's competed in every tournament since his debut in Tournament 7. Of course, missed out on the last tournament. When he last competed, he cleared Stage 1 for the second time in his career. But failed the same obstacle he fell in the first time he fell in the same obstacle he fell in the first time he beat Stage 1 back at Tournament 12. That was the triple salmon ladder. But anyway, he is on to the tackle tank now. He's wanting to get back to the second stage so he can finally beat his nemesis. That was his downfall the previous 2 times he was in Stage 2. But anyway, he's on to the warp wall now. Less than 40 seconds now. And he got a little bit of bounce. Ooh, he just barely beat the wall his first time. But anyway, he's on to the Pillars of Doom now. Does this cause trouble? Will it cause him trouble? And went, ooh, that was not good at all. He undershot the jump to the 4th pillar. That's something you want that's something you don't see until the 5th pillar, but he undershot the jump to the 4th one. That was just not good luck for him at all. He's not moving on to the second stage again. However, move on to another veteran. This is jameskeepark, who is making his 4th appearance. He's competed in every tournament since his debut in Tournament 13. He achieved a personal best in the last tournament, getting all the way to Stage 3. Anyway, now he definitely wants to get back there to, achieve a new personal best, but right now he's got to get past the first stage. Starting with a rolling boulder now. He gets past it nicely, little to no trouble there. Speed rocket. Piece of cake for him. Panel flips now. Strange enough, hasn't been causing too many problems, and it still floats for some reason. Yeah, the creator of this obstacle made a floating obstacle. Yeah, that's it. It has nothing to do with the fact that I forgot to put some structure there. Yep, totally not that at all. Man, my quick work of the jumping spider is James, and now he's onto the tackle tank. Gotta push that little tank, get onto the track. Good, now he's gotta jump onto it and make the dismount, which he has done nicely. Now he has his shot at the warped wall. And he gets up it. Now for the Pillars of Doom. Can he beat it? Oh, going fast through it. He made the jump to the 5th one. Stops for a bit, plans a jump, and he's onto it nicely. And almost undershoots the vine, but he didn't. He's climbing up it. Great work. And he's done it, and he is going to do that. Alright. I didn't have to resort to this, but the gauntlet's been thrown down, and I have to do it. Thor, release the bear! Alright, following that, we've had a few more competitors take on the first stage. None of them were really successful. 2 regulars going out on the shish kebab jumps, and 2 more competitors going out on the jumping spider. A regular, give me $1 million, fails to jump onto it, and veteran Daniel PokemonTosh fails, the walk section. And regular Aaron Ralph did surprisingly well. Despite not doing well in the past, but he got far to the Pillars of Doom. And then we have veteran Wreath Man, who actually cleared the first stage, but there was an interruption during his first run, and I forgot to record his second run, so oof me. And now we're on to another well-known veteran. This is an epic Reshiram. Next up to go is veteran and epic Reshiram. He's making his 9th appearance on the course. He made his debut in Tournament 7 when he was previously known as Mutant Reshiram 47, until he changed his name to an Epic Reshiram in Tournament 9. During his career, he's had his ups and downs, mostly downs, but things started looking up for him when he became one of 12 competitors to beat the first stage in Tournament 13. Over time, he's become a well-known jumper in the Roblox jumping community, and a well-known jumper in the Halo jumping community, competing on Halo courses such as Ninja Warrior of Halo and Spartan Sasuke. Even though he missed out on the last tournament, he still takes time to put in the training he needs to do well in these competitions. Now we'll see if the training he put into this tournament will pay off. And here he is, onto the start line. He hasn't completed the first stage since Tournament 13. In fact, the last time he competed in Tournament 14, I can't remember where. Was it the jumping spider he failed last time he competed? I'm trying to remember. I think I forgot to take note of that. Well, it doesn't matter because he missed out on the last tournament. Yeah, if he had competed in the last tournament, this would be his landmark 10th appearance, but he missed out on it. Anyway, he's onto the jumping spider now. This version is definitely more difficult than the last version. I know he's failed this once before. I can't remember if it was Tournament 14 or Tournament before. Then again, I really don't care because he's making quick work of it. And he beats it. He is lagging a little bit, but it's not really bad enough to cause him to do poorly. Tackle take now. He beats that nicely. He desperately wants to get back to the second stage. Ward Wall gets up in one. No problem for him. Pillars to do now. And oh, he's fallen to the first pillar and he is out. That's another way to fail this obstacle, but that's definitely not the way he wanted to go out. Oh, that is unfortunate for him, and he is not going to go back to the second stage. Next up is his friend XamyLeaves, who is making his 8th appearance. He's competed in every tournament since his debut in Tournament 9. He was one of 15 victims of the now-retired bungee bridge in the last tournament. He would like to get back to the second stage, which he hasn't done since Tournament 13. Yeah, now that I think about it, he and Epic Restroom cleared the first stage together. Anyway, XamyLeaves beats the panel flips, and now we're going to skip ahead to the wall, and he's got buttloads of time left. Gets up in one. Struggled there. Alright, pillars to do now. Oh, he's going through this fast. Holy crap! He's pulling an Aussie bro there. He wants to get the fastest time. And he has a chance of doing that, and he does it with... he's gonna press the button in style, completing the first stage with 32.25 seconds left. Oh, that's amazing. Maybe that time will hold up, but then again, the Speed Demon Knee War is yet to go. We'll see him run later. But now we gotta move on to another well-known regular. This is G-Man 992421, making his 6th appearance. He's competed in every tournament since his debut in Tournament 11. He's never gotten past the Jumping Spider, which is a shame because he's done really well on other courses, but he hasn't had a whole lot of success on my course. He failed the third obstacle in the last tournament. At the time we recorded this tournament, he hosted his own competition! He's fallen the third obstacle again. Dang it, G-Man, I was hoping you'd do well this time. Didn't give me a good chance to talk about you or your course. I mean, then again, it's not around anymore, so I guess it doesn't really matter now. Anyway, now we're on to another well-known regular. This is Witters, making his landmark 10th appearance. He's competed in almost every tournament since his debut in Tournament 6. No! He's gone on the rolling boulder! Oh, Witters. He's never beaten the first stage, and he's gone really far. Hopefully, in his 10th appearance, he would have done so, but he doesn't. He falls on the rolling boulder of all obstacles. Oh, that is unfortunate. Well, anyway, next up is All-Star Faripu, and what the heck is going on here?
Leapfrog!
Oh, yeah, that's what's going on. And while those three are doing that, let's talk about our All-Star. We all know him, we all love him, he's Philip Scott. He is making his landmark 10th appearance on the course. He started his Ninja Warrior Roblox career back in Tournament 7, where he didn't leave a very good first impression. But then he came back in the very next tournament, and almost immediately began making an impression, getting so close to being Stage 1 in Tournaments 8 and 9, until he finally managed to do so in Tournament 10. And he continued to improve his road jumping skills, so he made it to the 3rd stage in 4 of the next 5 tournaments, including the tournament where he beat Stage 1 for the first time. And then in Tournament 14, he made history, as he became the first competitor in Ninja Warrior Roblox history to beat the first stage for 5 tournaments in a row. And he would even go on to achieve a personal best in the very same tournament. Unfortunately, however, the streak ended in the last tournament, when he fell on the 4th obstacle, putting on his personal worst performance. And besides Roblox jumping, he's also competed on Spartan Sasuke,
and through another obstacle, heading into the jumping spider, and he sticks,
as well as competing in real-life competitions, such as the National Ninja League,
yes! Yeah!
And even American Ninja Warrior, where he is undeniably making a name for himself. But that's a different story for another time. Back to my course. He's back, and hoping to get his revenge on the course. The bungee bridge is no longer on the course, so he can't get his revenge on it specifically, so I guess he'll have to take it out on his replacement, the panel flips. I cannot talk. He's definitely shaped to become one of the best competitors on this course. I mean, he is an all-star, so that's to be expected. And it's a shame, too, that his Stage 1 clear streak ended in the last tournament. But anyway, he's hoping to get a new streak going by clearing stage 1 again. He's got to first get past the panel flips, which replace the bungee bridge, and he does it! Alright, so the rest of the course shouldn't be much of a problem, although the obstacle that is worrying him the most, he admitted, is the Pillars of Doom, as he's seen it's caused trouble for so many competitors, and he's hoping to beat it. The hat comes off now. Technically the hair comes off, but that's beside the point. And he gets past the jumping spider. No problem for him at all. Now for the tackle tank. He's struggling to get it moving. Come on, there he goes. He's got it moving now. And it's onto the track now. Now he's got to get jump onto it. And he does so. He's starting to take his time a little bit. I mean, I know he doesn't want to make a mistake, but, you know, may want to take a face a little. I mean, he can still take his time on the Pillars of Doom, and that's what he's aiming to do. So he's got plenty of time to, you know, plan his jumps. And here he is. Can he get past this one? Yes, he does! He jumps at the right spot to clear an obstacle with ease. Not many people have been doing that, but he jumps at the right spot. And Furipu is going to clear the first stage. Yeah, he failed the first stage last time, but he gets his revenge, and he barely beats the Klaxon to punch his ticket to the second stage. Furipu is moving back to the second stage. Let's take a look at that. Near flawless run throughout his entire run. The rolling boulder said was one thing that worried him. He took his revenge on the bungee bridge by beating the panel flips. Enjoyed replacement. Had a little struggle moving the tackle tank, but when he finally got it moving, it was smooth sailing from there. Struggled to get out the wall just a tiny bit. Playing his jump to the 5th pillar, and he jumps at the right spot. That's how you do it. Not many people have been doing that, but he knew the right spot to jump on, and he is moving back to the second stage. Oh, well done, Furipu. You deserve it. You continue to remind us why you're one of the best competitors, both on Roblox jumping and real life. I mean, technically, Roblox jumping doesn't exactly translate well to real life jumping, but that's irrelevant right now. Anyway, moving on to our next All-Star, it's doctorpeepee, making his 9th appearance. Still find that name weird. Anyway, he's competed in every tournament since his debut in Tournament 8. He failed the first stage in the previous 2 tournaments, which is a shame because he started his Ninja Warrior Roblox career by beating the first stage for 4 straight tournaments. He didn't start failing the first stage until Tournament 12. He beat it again in the in Tournament 13, but then failed again in both Tournament 14 and the last tournament. In Tournament 13, it was the first obstacle, which was his personal worst performance. And in the last tournament, it was the 8th obstacle, which at the time was the speed rocket. But now looking back at him, he's already well past that obstacle and just beat the jumping spider. He's saying hello to the tackle tank before he takes it on and beats it with ease. Or because maybe his fellow All-Star Reaper is waiting for him at the end. Probably not, but hey, we can still let him imagine it. Alright, now he roughly the same pace as Furipu. He's still got plenty of time. Actually, scratch that. He's past his time, but anyway, beats the Pillars of Doom with no trouble at all. Anyway, up the vine, and doctorpeepee is gonna head back to the second stage for his career's 6th time. Doing it so with just over 18 seconds left. Well done, doctorpeepee. He's moving back onto the second stage after failing the first stage for the previous 2 tournaments. Alright. And from one well-known competitor to another, we're now on to veteran Kenshi Takahashi, making his landmark 10th appearance. He's competed in every tournament since his debut in Tournament 7, where he cleared the first stage, and even made it to Stage 3. But he struggled to beat Stage 1 since then. He's beaten the first stage 4 times in his career. First time was his debut in Tournament 7, as I said previously. He also beat it again in Tournament 11, and he's also beaten the previous 2 tournaments, i.e. Tournaments 14 and 15, achieving a personal best in the 14th tournament. Let's see. Oh yeah, the Tournament 14, he made it all the way to the last obstacle of Stage 3, but then in the last tournament, he failed on the triple salmon ladder. I believe that was the earliest he's ever failed the second stage. But anyway, that's irrelevant now. He is onto the jumping spider. A lot of time left, so he can definitely take his time. He not exactly aim for the fastest time. He just wants to get back to the 3rd stage and get a Studio 1 clear streak going. Tackle tank out. Oh no! He's undershot the jump onto the tank. I don't know what went wrong. He did the hard part, which is pushing tackle down the trap, and then for some reason he just undershot the jump onto the tank. I don't know what happened. He just jumped a little too early and he fell. He undershot the jump onto it, and probably touched the track as well, but that's unfortunate. He's out in the tackle tank. Anyway, we've seen 8 competitors clear the first stage previously, but now we've seen 7 more. Maybe we'll see 2 more since there are 2 competitors left to go today. Kind of a crappy intermission, but then again, I'm still baffled by the fact that Kenji Takahashi became the first competitor to fail the tackle tank. Well, anyway, here he is, the Speed Demon of Ninja Warrior of Roblox, who is making his 15th appearance. Aiming to become one of the best competitors on the course, and he is aiming to be the second competitor in Stage 1. Now he's aiming to be the second competitor to beat Stage 1 for 5 straight tournaments. Almost, had a sloppy fail in the rolling boulder, but it's onto it now. Anyway, he's on the panel flips. That should be no problem for him, mainly because he's the one who made the panel flips. And now you see why he's a speed demon. Look at that. He's got 70 seconds left. He's already up to the jumping spot here. Instead, I've said this before, that 9 times out of 10 competitors who go fast on this course tend to slip up somewhere, either early or late on the course, but Aussie Bro is basically that 10th competitor who manages to beat the course and not fail at all. Or, it has caused him trouble in a few tournaments, but not since Tournament 11. Anyway, I guess Tournament 12, so that's the first time he got a streak going. But anyway, he's on to the Pillars of Doom. Zoltan almost undershoots and almost falls in, but he does, and he quickly recovers himself, and he is aiming to get the fastest time, and is he gonna do it? Yes, he does! Aussie Bro takes the fastest time of the day by clearing with 33.9 seconds left. If XamyLeaves had been playing around near the end, he probably would have had the fastest time, but nope. And he has become the second competitor in Ninja Warrior Roblox history to clear the first stage for 5 straight tournaments. Beat the panel flips with no problem at all, speeds his way up to the jumping spider, clears that with no problem, and yeah, he was just overall flawless. I mean, he almost slipped up at the end of the Pillars of Doom as he almost undershot the jump and almost fell into it. That would have been disastrous, but he didn't. He quickly, corrected those potential fails, whatever, and he plunged to the second stage, become the second competitor to do it for 5 straight tournaments, and he does it with the fastest time. Well done, Aussie Bro, you deserve it. Oh my goodness, I cannot talk, I apologize. You can see why I don't really like work on this series anymore, because I'm sick of babbling like an idiot, and mumbling all the time. Anyway, we're now on to the last newcomer of this tournament, Ronaldo723 Pay. Supposedly, he's the brother of G-Man 992421. Yeah, you saw in the little description about the second Ninja Warrior Robot 16 qualifiers. Well, for those of you who competed on this course before, if you recall, there were 2 qualifying courses for the 16th tournament. And this guy here first in... Oh, I hate my language. I need someone else to commentate for me because I am an awful commentator. Why do you people like my commentary? I am horrible at this! Anyway, taking his time preparing to jump for the jumping spider. As I was trying to say before my battling interrupted me, this guy here finished in first place in the second qualifier. If you're curious as to who beat in the first one, you'll see who it is in the next episode. You'll see why soon. But anyway, now you see why he's on Mr. 100 technically. I mean, not the last competitor, but Mr. 100 basically, because look at him. He's a newcomer, but he's really promising. He's doing so well. Yeah, now you can see why he finished first place in the second qualifier, because he's doing so well. Almost up there, and he well undershoots the jump to the 5th pillar. He tried to straight jump. He didn't do the side jump technique that a lot of people did. He tried to forward jump, but that did not work out for him at all, and he is out on the Pillars of Doom. That's a shame. Yeah, let's take another look at that. He was doing it so well, but as you see on the jump to that 5th one, he went for a 4th, and it looked like he was going for a side, but then he tried to turn forward to catch onto it, but it did not work for him, and it cost him a potential trip to the second stage. Oh, that sucks. Anyway, before we wrap up today's episode, let's take a look at the WTF moment of the day. And the WTF moment of the day is... probably not what you think it is. It's actually... this. The interruption during Wreath Man's first run. You just couldn't leave it alone, could ya? We still love you, Ryder. And with that, we've come to the end of this episode. 25 competitors took on the course today, and 8 of them have managed to clear Stage 1. And they are Veteran 27,300 man, clearing for his second time in his second ever appearance. Regulars Triple_F15 and the CoffeeAddict clearing for their first time. Veteran XamyLeaves clearing for his second time. All-Stars Faripu and doctorpeepee clearing for their sixth time, respectively. Veteran Wreath Man clearing for his second time as well in his second ever appearance. And Veteran Aussie clearing for his landmark 10th time, and with the fastest time too. These 8 strong competitors join the other 8 competitors who've already punched their ticket to the second stage. The Stage 2 finalist list now consists of 16 competitors, some aiming to beat the second stage for their first time ever, others just aiming to get back to Stage 3. We've now seen 100 competitors take on the course. Normally that would be where we end Stage 1, however, we still have 3 competitors left to go in Stage 1. They are the Grand Champions, the best of the best, and we will see them take on Stage 1 in the next episode. This will be their final time taking on the course, as they have announced their retirement prior to this tournament. Can the 3 best competitors on the course beat the first stage one last time? Also after that, we will see the first wave of Stage 1 survivors take on the second stage. Do any of them have what it takes to conquer Stage 2? Those questions will be answered next time. But before then, don't forget to like and subscribe and check out some of my other videos. Make sure you follow me on Twitter at BubbaAce37 for occasional updates on future tournaments and more. Special thanks to music used in this episode or in the description. I thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Until then, here's a bonus unused fluff piece. So don't go anywhere.